How you doing, everybody, and welcome to Dicey Decisions, where we roll dice, spin stories, and play some Dungeons and Dragons! Welcome to our campaign. This episode 0 is our chance to introduce the main characters and players of the story. I am Mike, the dungeon master of this homebrewed 5th edition game, set in Beck-on-Vel, a setting of my own creation. The world is sort of a post-apocalyptic setting where everything is starting to recover from an old apocalypse where all the dragons of the world ravaged the land and were eventually hunted to extinction. So it's sort of a low magic used to be high magic campaign. It's fun. You'll love it. You're about to hear from my 4 players, Carly, Kit, and Tiff, who were a part of the campaign from the beginning, and Troy, who joined about episode 20, providing some much needed respite. You'll see. As for the party, I'll let the characters speak for themselves. So you find yourself hands bound. Not in that way. You find yourself hands bound in a chair, sitting opposite your arresting officer, one of the captains that has been pursuing you pretty much all day. He has been scribbling on a piece of parchment, making notes, and finally breaks the silence. All right. State your name and from where you hail for the record.
Why should I? For all I know, you're going to lie anyway.
I could just put you down as Bob.
I could be a Bob.
All right, Bob from...
Bobsville.
You do understand what level of trouble you're in, yes?
Cat.
And where are you from?
The Mist Kingdoms.
Oh, that's quite far away. Knew you were an outlander, didn't realize you were from so far south. Interesting. You dress like a knight, but as far as I know, they don't allow women into knighthood in the Mist Kingdoms. Rather outdated.
I'm wearing a dress.
You're also wearing a breastplate under your dress.
Maybe I couldn't find a corset this morning.
All right. We also found this on your person, and the captain reaches behind his desk and holds up your gladius-style sword with the amethyst in the hilt. This sword was, of course, found in your possession. Does it belong to you?
Perhaps.
From the reports we received, it appears to also be an arcane focus, and you are confirmed to be some level of arcanist, so it doesn't belong to you?
Does it not belong to me?
Do you have anything else to declare?
Truth always finds its way out. Captain.
All right, bring in the tall one. And you are shuffled out. You are shuffled in to the office of your arresting paladin captain and sat down.
Careful with the furs. Careful.
They do not change any of their grips on you as your hands are bound behind your back and you are sat down in a chair that is much smaller than you would find comfortable. The captain looks up from their notes they've been taking, presumably on your companions. All right. State your name and from where you hail for the record, please.
Helga. I am from the Frostburnian tribe of Snowbear.
And you understand why you are here today?
No, not at all. She struggles against her bindings.
You feel 2 or 3 hands clap onto your shoulders and kind of hold you in place. Well, you have been, for starters, associated with that whole massacre at the docks, where several people were killed brutally in some rather gruesome manners. You were seen fleeing from the scene, and the weapon that we found in your possession was definitely the type of weapon used for most of the killings. Is that ringing any bells for you?
Perhaps. For the record, they attacked us.
Well, you seem to have made out just fine until now. So, you said you're from Frostburn. You're clearly not from around here. How does a Frostburnian warrior come all the way down here to our little corner of Beconville and get mixed up in several criminal acts?
Well, I mostly walked, but sometimes went by boat or cart. Where is my cat? What did you do with my cat? Yes, I would like him back, please.
He can tell that you're not going to be very cooperative and brings his notes back. All right, do you have anything else to declare?
This is bullshit.
Okay, take her away. I guess send in the bird, I suppose. Don't know what we'll get out of them, but we'll see. You are marched into the office where the captain that arrested you is waiting at their desk. You are sat down at the chair. And they kind of give you a strange look, you know, that you've become accustomed to at this point. Excuse me. They burp loudly. All right. State your name and from where you hail for the record.
I am Soot.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am of the Brotherhood of the Covenant. And then he, like, points in a direction he knows is west, but it just looks like a random direction.
The captain just kind of makes a note on the parchment that he's writing on. And, so, do you understand why you're here?
Soot shakes his head no.
Okay, I guess a better question is, what in Liaresta are you?
I am Soot. I am a good boy.
The captain just is staring at you dumbfounded. He's clearly never seen anything like you.
Soot tries peeking at the piece of paper that he's writing on.
As you kind of glance with your very keen perception, you can see that he has written "Weird Bird Talks?" ?
Soot points at the paper. I am good boy.
Anyway, and the captain moves the paper off the desk and holds up your prayer wheel.
He, like, tries to reach for it or grab it back.
A couple of hands slam down on your shoulders and pull you back into the chair. All we were able to find on you in a preliminary search was this, thing. What significance does this possess? Is it a weapon?
Give it back.
It will be returned to you if you are discharged.
Soot is the chosen of Fana.
You know, you're starting to get a little, rambunctious. I think, you need to go cool off. Go ahead and take him away. Send in the middling. And you are, forcibly marched out of the room. All right. State your name and from where you hail for the record.
Finnan Goodbarrel. We'll just go with Pern. It's the easiest answer.
All right. Now, do you understand why you are here?
For the most part, yeah. I think it's pretty clear.
You have been associated with a plot to assassinate one or more council members and have reportedly resisted and avoided arrest several times. A crime in itself.
I was present for at least the last bits of those.
All right. Well, and your interviewer kind of just sits back. The same captain who arrested you kind of sits back in their chair. Well, a local celebrity caught up in a conspiracy. I must admit I'm disappointed, Half Stout.
What's any celebrity without a little bit of spice to their life.
One that's not going to be trouble to anyone, I would assume. But apparently you're not that kind of celebrity. What's this, And they hold up your personal, mug.
The moment that he holds it up, Finnan's whole body tenses, just like coiled spring.
What is this mug, made from? It's such a strange material.
Petrified wood.
Interesting. Kind of a delicate-sounding artifact. Why would you carry this on your hip everywhere you go?
For one, it's not especially delicate. It's gotten me through a number of, unnecessary scuffles, we'll call it, in my younger days. And secondly, and he takes a beat and kind of thinks about it, you paladins have your thing, right? What's the word for it? And he kind of like motions towards like the shield that he's seen the paladins carry and things like that.
This beer mug is a religious symbol for you.
Since we're being so upfront about it, yes.
All right, and the captain seems to think you're just kind of fucking with him at this point. And puts the mug back down, and brings back his notes just to him. Do you have anything else to declare?
Nothing that would not get me in more trouble.
All right, take him away. Let's see what the High Overseer thinks of all this. So, now that you have met all of the characters and sort of been introduced to the players, I hope you will join us for the rest of this adventure. The first 10 episodes we were originally streaming live until we decided that going offline was the best way to do it and give you guys the best show possible, so bear with us. We have some technical issues and it takes us a bit to get into our stride, but as soon as the ball gets rolling, to this day, and however many episodes we are at now, I can tell you not a single episode has been worse than the one that preceded it. It just gets better and better. So I hope you join us on this ride, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Dicey Decisions.